Trying to manage your mental health is exhausting, right? Wrong. I mean, look, it's not super easy, but there are plenty of things that you can do every day that make a huge difference. And today, I'm sharing 5 of them. So let's talk about better mental health. Hello and welcome. I'm Jeremy Godwin, and I share practical ideas for better mental health every week here on Better Mental Health and in my podcast, Let's Talk About Mental Health. In this video, I'm sharing 5 simple daily steps for better mental health. Starting with, begin your day with gratitude practice. This is about taking just a couple of minutes to reflect on the things in your life that you feel grateful for. Funny that, because gratitude helps you to appreciate what you already have, and it's a really positive way to start your day. And gratitude practice has a lot of positive benefits, including positive mood, reducing stress and burnout, better physical health, improved relationships, and greater happiness and life satisfaction. For more on gratitude, check out episode 46 of the Let's Talk About Mental Health podcast, and you'll find the link in the episode description below. So my next daily tip is consume thoughtfully. And by this, I mean what you consume both physically and mentally. The stuff you eat plays a big role in your overall well-being. If you eat junk food on a regular basis, you tend to feel sluggish. And it's the same with the stuff that you watch or read or listen to. Look, no judgment, but if you consume junk mentally, it has a negative effect on your well-being over time. I'm not saying that you need to be a monk and give up all pleasures in life, but please remember this, all things in moderation. And I'm sorry to break this to you, but moderation does not mean every day. And that leads to my next point. Get outside daily. You know how your house or apartment can feel a bit gross if you leave it all locked up for ages? And then if you open the doors and windows for some fresh air, it just feels so much nicer really quickly. Well, you are the same. Instead of spending 24 hours a day trapped inside, get outdoors for some fresh air and hopefully some sunshine. Even if it's just 5 to 10 minutes, it can be the perfect reset. Go and sit in a park to eat your lunch, or take a walk in the morning or evening, and enjoy the constant changing of the seasons. 2 things I will say here though. First, please be sun safe, especially in countries like here in Australia where the summer sun feels like it may set you on fire. And secondly, I know sometimes it can be really tough to spend too much time outdoors, especially, at the height of summer or in the depths of winter. But there are usually some slightly cooler or slightly warmer parts of the day or evening where you can go outside comfortably. So no excuses. The thing is that fresh air will make you feel refreshed. So get as much as you possibly can. So my next tip is journal to release your emotions. Do you know what happens when you bottle up your feelings? They stay bottled up. The stuff in your head has to go somewhere. And writing it down can help you to release all of that energy. Plus, it also helps you to make more sense of your thoughts. I encourage you to take a few minutes each day to write as a means of letting your emotions out so that you can then approach situations and challenges in a more thoughtful and considered way. And although you can absolutely do it on your phone, using actual pen and paper is a really tactile way of journaling, and it can also help you to channel your emotions out of your body and onto the paper instead. And that can leave you feeling lighter and more refreshed. And that leads to my 5th point. Finish your day with some quiet reflection. And by this, I definitely don't mean just sitting there and thinking about all of the things that you think that you did wrong during the day or you weren't happy with. Reflection is about objectively considering what happened during the course of the day and identifying what lessons you can learn from it without judgment. A huge part of growth is learning, and that comes from self-awareness. And so thinking about what the 1 or 2 things were that you can learn from your day gives you the opportunity to take small steps every single day towards being the best version of yourself possible. In my last point, I said about journaling as a way of releasing your emotions. Reflection is a way of turning your thoughts and your experiences into personal growth. and it only needs to be a few minutes each night before you go to bed. Think of it as a way to make your peace with the events of the day so that you can use them to your advantage. And I have a video on reflection coming in a couple of weeks' time, so subscribe to my channel while you're here so you never miss out on new videos. And that leads me to a special bonus point, which is 10 minutes of mindfulness practice every day. Mindfulness does not have to be an elaborate routine full of connecting with your chakras, but it can be if you like. But it's simply about spending a few minutes each day to be fully connected with the present moment. Go and sit outside, or if you can't get outside, then sit near a window with a view outside if possible. And just slowly breathe while you connect yourself with your surroundings for a few minutes. What can you see? What can you hear? What can you feel? What can you smell? What can you taste? Just observe without judgment and feel yourself being part of the present moment. Doing this helps to slow you down and ground you, and being present can decrease stress and worry. I talked about mindfulness in episode 42 of the podcast, and I covered being present in episode 83, and you'll find both of those linked in the description below if you'd like to explore the subjects in more detail. Whatever you choose to do is up to you. Remember, better mental health begins with what you choose to do today. So, I hope those tips were helpful. Let me know what you thought in the comments below, and if you made it all the way to the end, leave me a calendar emoji. Catch my podcast, Let's Talk About Mental Health, every Sunday for more ways to improve your mental health, and join me here for new Better Mental Health videos every Wednesday. Click here to subscribe to my channel for more weekly videos, and watch this video next for even more advice for better mental health. Thanks so much for joining me today. Take care and talk to you next time.